I think it's a really interesting question. It's funny how any interesting cycle in technology, it takes a lot longer than VCs typically think or entrepreneurs think. Our worldview tends to be faster paced, and we're always on to the next trend, on to the next cycle. But something as large and wide sweeping as the convergence of computation and the tech industry and the pharma industry, this will take many decades. And I think we're entering into a golden era of biological innovation where the two worlds are coming together and working together in unique ways. I think if you fast forward 10 years from now, first off, we'll be able to speak of many, many more successful case studies of the industry. And you'll see this toolkit and this approach being applied across a much wider set of indications or therapeutic modalities. So I think just like how AI has swept into the enterprise and at this point is now commonplace, it's almost not worth mentioning that a company uses AI. I think the same thing will happen here where you'll see a saturation of this approach and technology being inserted across the industry. And here in this conversation, we're still a little defensive. We're still trying to point to positive case studies to justify the claims. I think in 10 years, the conversation will have shifted to sharing best practices, maybe to sharing centralized toolkits or methods that other companies can use and adopt. And it will be less focused on these point solutions or pioneering companies that are leading the charge. I definitely believe that. And along the way, you have to believe that the underlying infrastructure that powers computational biology will have advanced in terms of high throughput robotics, methods for data management and machine learning, and ultimately a richer and more robust set of assets that have emerged from this field that are in clinic and hopefully that are commercial.